battle. Kazuya.
Kazuya Mishima wins.
Start the battle. Kazuya.
Kazuya Mishima wins.
Stop battle! Kazuya. Fox. Battle. Kazuya Fox. 3, 2, 1, go!
Kazuya Mishima wins.
Stop the battle. Kazuya Fox. 3, 2, 1, go!
Returning to base.
Stop battle. King TDD. Fox. Three, two, one, go! battle. King DDD. Three, two, one, go!
Test, test, 1, 2, 3. compatible. And to all of you listening at home,
Why do we have to go?
I don't know, but I also heard myself through my headphones as well. I'm not going to hear Christian through the stream. I could still hear me, so that.
Audio. That's the real question at hand.
It's picking up my Discord audio. It's not picking up the Discord audio on the streaming computer.
Can't turn these down. That shouldn't impact the stream volume. All right, now say something.
Hello, hello.
You're not hearing it here now.
Any echo? No?
I'm not getting it here. Okay.
Can I hear you, Christian?
Huh? What about? What
Okay.
me?
No, just mic check, mic check.
Okay, mic check, mic check, mic check.
All right, let me go listen to the stream for a moment. Y'all just do a little bit of quick talking.
We are going to banter. All right, Christian,
All right.
ready? 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. However that goes. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pinky's Revenge, Week 5 of the Virtual Reload Smash Weeklies. Thank you all for joining me. This is Evan McGraw coming to you live from Taylor's, South Carolina, with my cohort, my colleague, Christian. Christian, how are you this evening?
I'm doing rather well.
Awesome. So we have already made it all the way through the winners bracket to winners finals already tonight. And it's a double elimination tournament. We have several folks signed up. I believe the final count was 14 total. We've been invaded by some Tennessee volunteers. Some folks have driven all the way from the hills of Tennessee to participate in our Smash tournament here in the upstate of South Carolina, and have done quite well so far. You're going to see their names mentioned later on tonight. Gummi being one, Brandon being another, Corn Dog, and we're getting ready to see, however, some virtual reload Smash regulars, Lukey and the site participating tonight in the winners final match, which we're about ready to undergo.
So this is the winners final match. So here's something to add to interest to the topic. Exactly how well has the tournament been going so far with the players that are going into winners finals? Because I haven't gotten to see that, so I don't know that.
Yep. 1 second while we work out something technical here.
Sure thing.
Alright, see if you can hear you now.
How's this?
That's better. Still a little bit loud in the background noise, but other than that, it's working rather well.
Well, Christian, you should probably count yourself lucky that you're actually coming in from a remote location, because there's actually probably the AC here at Pinky's Revenge tonight.
The AC? Yeah, that's probably true.
We're in a large warehouse type environment with no AC, packed filled with tons of people, players, viewers. We have a gallery for tonight. Nothing but fans to keep us cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with how much electrical equipment currently goes on in a giant environment like that, you have to have some cooling systems to be able to make sure that nothing gets too hot in the place. I stay in a little room and I just have, 2 monitors and my computer, and it turns into the sun very quickly. So I can understand the need for multiple fans and ACs.
I think it's the background sound.
Yeah, we're still trying to work out this echo.
One thing that you could do to be able to isolate more of the sound is possibly wrap yourself in a blanket. That's how I used to make sure that there was no outside noises. The more suppression that you have around you, the less noise outside will make.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Disciple and Lukey, right? That's winner's finals bracket right there.
Finals, they're hanging out. They can play whenever.
Okay.
And Gummi is waiting on that.
So player 1 info is already Lukey. Just do player 2 info is Disciple. You gotta double click it here.
You are getting a tutorial, and all the viewers are
Text the corner.
of how the update was history. This label. Alright. Done. Find me a napkin. A napkin? Oh, geez. Thanks. No, I appreciate it. All right, Christian. So, before we get started,
What was that?
get some of that background information.
What did you say, Evan?
No, sir. Which part is that? Second one if you need it.
I can still hear myself when I'm talking. And it's still
Yeah, I think that's the problem.
I mean, I can get around it by not having the thing in my ear while I'm talking, but if Christian starts talking over me.
Alright, maybe let's let Christian call it solo tonight, and then we can. What we need is a headset. That's the problem. We need like a headset on this that you can listen to him and everything like that on the same system that you're talking out on. That way, you're not going to get the echo back from
No,
yourself.
exactly. We'll just bootstrap this one.
Okay.
It'll be fine. Yep. Let me talk to you. Sorry about that. All right, so we're back. And
What's
so,
up?
Yeah, what I was alluding to earlier is that in order to get some of that background information on the speaking about earlier about how the tournament has been going for this particular episode.
Yes.
Both looking and deciding how participating in the participation in the most positive way. Commentary for us as well for the stream tonight.
Jeez. That was a giant spike in volume. That scared me.
Comfortable? Warmed up today. I usually don't warm up before, but I warmed up today. I'm doing well.
That's nice. So what
Fox.
nice.
I unmuted the mic. Because this mic is the only thing that's picking up for the stream right now. It's not picking up through this. So I unmuted that, which is picking up all the fans.
It is picking up. All right, Christian, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure because you said it was coming through scary loud. That's because we had the mic muted beforehand. Were you able to pick up on what Luke was saying?
Yeah, I heard a little bit about, one person was mostly talking about who they played in the tournaments. I heard it was a Fox main.
Yes.
What is the name of the the player? Is he going to be participating next, or has he already had his
He
turn?
is. Yep. No, he's going to be in the winners final. We've got him all queued up and we're ready to go. His name is Lukey. L-U-K-E-Y.
Oh, Lukey.
And you should see his name on the screen right now.
All right, so we have Lukey
you
versus
made it
Disciple.
pretty
Do we
far.
know who Disciple is going to be playing tonight?
Yeah, we can find that out as well. Disciple's right here. Disciple? Yes. Who are you going to be playing tonight? Simon? Awesome. Well, gentlemen, take your seats. Get ready. Have a great match. So, did you catch that?
I didn't catch that, but I'm going to take it as a surprise because I want to see how this goes. So we have a Fox thing. Fox used to be really good back in Melee time. He hasn't exactly had as much of a bright and shining start in Ultimate as some of the other characters have, but I am very excited to see how this one goes. So, as far as I know towards the situation towards now, this is winners finals, then we are going to be doing losers finals next, correct? All right, we'll be doing losers finals next, and then we're going to be going to grand finals. Do you have any, from what you've seen in the players so far, do you have any bets on who do you think has the highest chance of winning?
Oh man, so I have been watching Luki and Disciple play the last couple of weeks here, and Luki has done really well. I believe he came in second to Mage, who is a Wolfman.
Oh,
Mage
nice.
Is not here tonight. Probably a good sign for Luki. But Disciple has also had some decisive wins earlier today. He seems surprised, actually, his most recent win. So I'll also take that as a good sign. And again, we have the visitors from Tennessee, from across the border. Gummi being one of them. I think he may be the leader of the Volunteers here south of Mason-Dixon, to come join us here at Pinky's Revenge in Taylor, South Carolina. Gummi has made it to the losers semifinal. We're still working out the losers quarterfinal, where King K Rocksucker has been taking on Volsung. Volsung is a fresh face for the virtual reload weeklies. King Croc has been a regular. I think I've seen him here every week, and he has done very well. I think he finished in the top 3 in the first week ever.
That's always a good sign to see. Some people that remain consistent are always nice to keep it, keep it a little bit fresh, especially if there becomes a local rivalry going on with some of the people.
Absolutely. Yeah, so we started the weeklies just before the start of school. So we had quite a few people show up week 1, week 2, who we haven't seen again because they've gone back to college. Things like that. I think our week 1 and week 2 winner was a repeat winner. So moved back into Clemson, our loss. It was great having you.
Is this a friendly or is this an actual match?
This is a match, and so this is the beginning of
All right. So we have a Simon versus a Wolf. So both are really good within one certain field as kind of a similarity, I guess I could consider it. We have Wolf, who's really good at being able to control the space with the blaster, but he also has a lot of really powerful smash attacks, whereas Simon is very good at using projectiles to make sure the enemy keeps a nice, safe distance. Oh, also, by the way, on stream, you might want to click away from... Oh, wait, no, that's not on stream. Never mind, I was totally wrong on that one. But so far, it seems like the Simon is doing a really, really good job at keeping the Wolf at bay. He's doing a really, really tight job making sure that the distance is really kept between the Wolf. Now it's Fox with full scope. Oh.
No,
and he didn't correct
Fox
me on
with
this
the
one
skin
before
on.
yet? All right. Fair enough. But, all right. So... Oh, messed up the recovery. All right. Let's see. The Simon's definitely doing...
Simon.
Simon is not necessarily one of the best characters in the game. He's actually pretty low on the scale of like how strong he could be. But as long as he's able to keep the opponent at a good distance, he can provide some really, really good and nasty setups with his projectiles. It seems like at this current instance in time, the Fox is doing a lot of maneuvers to try and put him into an uncomfortable situation. However, this Simon's doing an incredible job. Oh, and there goes the up smash for the kill. Oh, he's doing a lot of really good dirty tactics, I'll call it, to be able to make sure that the Fox keeps his respectable distance away.
Gotcha. So with Simon not being one of the more premier characters to play the game, why do you think Disciple is mainly?
Well, there's a very key thing. It's not just with Smash Bros, but with all different types of fighting games, or I guess any game that has like a set tier list, or at least a nice little tier list that is openly debated as the most accurate. The more that you know who the higher tier characters are, the more people will practice that matchup. So if a person practices a matchup enough, they'll know how to deal with them. Oh, and he goes for the up tilt kill. Good job. First round's gonna go to Disciple. Good job. That was good. It's hard to see. It's very rare to see a Simon do that well. Both Simon and Richter have an incredibly difficult time whenever people get up in their face, but it seemed as though Disciple had a really good read for pretty much any time the Fox tried to get in. So this is definitely seeming like a very, very strenuous match. Who knows, we might even get a little local rivalry going along. This will definitely be interest.
Any chance that there's a change of character?
There definitely could be a change of character, but I would like to see who it is, because having Disciple won, since Disciple won first, he has to pick first. So, no change in character. It seems they're going to be going at it again.
But possibly a change in strategies.
I am definitely curious to see where this one goes, because last round, Disciple definitely was able to give. It seems as though Luki's going for more reads now this time. He's using his reflector a little bit more. So one thing about Simon is, because he's so dependent on his projectiles, Luki just has to make sure that he can land a lot of reflector reads, and he should be able to turn all of Simon's projectiles completely useless. However, I didn't see much of that last round. Seems as though he's doing it a little bit more frequently this round, so that's definitely a good sign for Luki. Disciple's now on the back foot for once. Luki is making sure that he can read all his options rather well. However, all Luki has to make sure is they can keep up in the Simon's face, and then we should be able to keep it up. Maybe. He's getting him off stage. If Luki stays off stage, and the Simon gets him with the back air. Oh man.
So say Luki does very well with the reflectors. What does Simon's do? Counter.
What is Simon's what?
What can Simon do to counter it?
Honestly, it's nothing that Simon necessarily. Ooh, that was a good up air, or not up air, up smash. So a simple way for Simon to counter this type of behavior isn't necessarily focused on what Simon can do in his kit, but more so how can the Simon player outsmart the Fox player, because if he, is careless with his projectiles, he could, the Fox never gets hit by it, can advance, or worse, turn his projectile into, the Fox's projectile. So the simplest way to do it is to maybe fake some sort of projectile, maybe punish him whenever he tries to go for a punish against it. There's a lot of different ways to cover for it, but it's mostly dependent on the player. You can't, in this instance, you can't beat the character, you got to beat the player. But the up B is going to seal that. Oh, this could be a very, very tough victory against Luki. I still have some faith in Luki. He definitely seems as though he has a lot of good stuff with Fox. He doesn't really go off stage that often, which is a little odd for Fox, considering Fox doesn't have that many strong kill moves. Like, his smash attacks are basically it, but, I take that back. But that's most of his good kill moves are focused on his smash attacks, so he needs to go off stage and work on the Simon off stage. Simon's got a really bad recovery, so he won't be able to make it to stage very easily. So that's where if you're going to exploit the character, that's what you want to exploit, the recovery.
We have not seen Simon off stage much at all.
Yeah. But he gets an up smash and gets a kill against him.
So another thing to keep in mind is that we have been doing best of 3 up until this point, but since this is winners finals, this is best of 5.
I'm assuming the same for losers and grand.
Yes, so the last 3 matches are going to be all best of 5. We have a few losers matches that we're still going to do best of 3. Looks like Allsung and Gummi
nice. Oh, does he kill? Oh, it doesn't kill yet. Oh, but the axe will. Lucky axe swinging in, coming in for a kill. Good job, Simon. That is 2, or actually technically it's 0-2. But I am very impressed to see a Simon be able to perform this well, especially against a Fox. Not necessarily saying that Fox is incredible. That's not like his melee glory days. However, this is really, really good because this gives a lower level character such as Simon a good chance to shine. So it seems as though there is now it's Wolf. Hey, look at that! Look at that yellow jacket.
No longer the Wolf pretender.
Yep. Now it's no longer the Wolf colors; it's the actual Wolf. So this is going to be interesting because Simon. It's basically the exact same matchup against Fox, but the only real difference is the Wolf needs to be more focused on reads and making sure that the Simon stays his distance and covers his options. Wolf is not like Fox in the regards of he rushes down and constantly keeps attacking and making the opponent panic. He's the type that wants to see what the opponent does when he does something. Like, will he jump? If so, I'll hit him in the air. Does he block? If so, I'll go up and grab him. He needs to make sure that he can cover what the Simon's going to do. It seems as though he's doing rather well when it comes down to the reading, but he also is losing a lot to Simon's long-range pokes and other moves that could, put the Wolf at a bad disadvantage.
Although we have seen Simon off stage more often than we have.
Yes, we have seen him in a very unfortunate position off stage. However, there's a strong difference in matchup with the offstage game here because Wolf has a terrible recovery. He can't get up very well. So going off stage with Wolf is probably, if anything, a bad idea. So off-stage game is probably about even here. They both have equally terrible recovery, but the up tilt is going to go for a kill against Simon. Can Simon swat him out of the air in time? Let's see. Oh, not just yet. Seems as though the Wolf character swap is providing a much stronger benefit than the Fox. But he misses the recovery, and he's going to plummet down. This is, not gonna lie, kind of scary now because I'm starting to see it's a lot more of an even game. Like before, the Simon was definitely providing a lot of strong ways to take care of the Fox, but this is scary.
Well, I can tell you by being right here in front of the two competitors, Luffy was poised, focused. He's not going down without a fight.
Yeah. It's always a good thing to be able to see the opponents are like super focused because that definitely means that whatever is going to happen next, not only is it probably the most like the closest they can get to a pure like adrenaline and thoughtful game plan. Oh, but the Simon takes it. But it also means that the more focused that they are, the more likely we are to see something completely incredible. Wolf is one of the very characters that are super stylish. He has a move called, I think it's called just Wolf Fang? Can't quite remember. But it's a side B that if he hits at the very tip of it, it'll spike and send the opponent, if they're off the stage, right into the abyss. And you won't even see them go down. They're gone. It's very, very risky, and it's very dangerous to do off stage because if he misses, he'll die. But if he can pull that off, this might be one of the most stylish matches we see of the night.
Well, if you're interested in seeing if a quality Wolf player has been able to pull that off, you can always go look into our VODs on our YouTube channel, the Virtual Relay, where Mage won week 4 as a Wolf main, never switched characters, played Wolf all the entire night, and ended up taking home first place rather easily. I believe it was 3-0 in the finals.
Nice.
So he's definitely a talented player.
Oh, now it seems to be a total reversal. We're going 1-2 now with Lukian versus Disciple. This might actually be a total shift of gears. I am kind of scared now because Wolf players are very, very dangerous at like high levels of play. The highest level players are just terrifying to watch. However, it seems as though like with the way that he plays Wolf, he plays him almost perfectly to a key. Oh, I just saw the chat. Hi, Soul. But he almost plays him perfectly to a key. It's incredible because he's able to cover so many different options so quickly and so fluidly to the point where Simon can't really do much. And if you saw it the little bit near the end of that match, he was using his reflector to basically turn off all of Simon's projectile moves that prevented him from getting back to the stage. So he's definitely taking more of a reflector approach, which is definitely good against the Simon. I'm actually
a lot of
really,
conversation going
I'm on the edge of my seat. This is actually impressive.
Very selfishly, I'd love to see this go to a game 5.
I mean, I wouldn't mind it because that would make it a lot more tense, and tension is always a nice little thing, especially in Smash Bros. Because not only does it bring out the tension within the the audience to get on the edge of their seat, but it also brings the tension to the players so that they play at their absolute best.
Here we go, the Simon Wolf rematch.
All right. Do you think if this does go to a game 5, do you think they'll switch from Simon, somebody else, or do you think he's a loyal Simon player?
I think he's very loyal. I haven't seen Disciple play anybody other than Simon.
It would definitely be something to be interested to see because I thought it was just going to be Fox the entire time, but then the Wolf came out, so this is definitely something that isn't completely impossible, but it would be, surprising. I guess I could consider it.
Whoa! So yeah, when the mic comes back from mute, it gets very loud.
Oh, so it's like whenever you walk into a room that was like super bright out of stepping out of like darkness. Yeah, I get it.
You just have to.
This is okay. So the Simon's definitely. Ooh, there goes the first stock with the Simon. Nice. So Simon's definitely doing a lot more of the zoning kind of keep out way, so that he can make sure that the Wolf stays out of his comfort zone. So he is definitely doing better with Simon now. This is, if you want to know how a Simon is supposed to play at like higher levels, this is what you want to aim for. You want to aim for keeping the opponent as far away as possible and making sure that you can keep them out, because the very second they get in, you're going to have a really tough time getting them out. Oh, do you think this is going to be a 3-stock?
I don't know.
It's going to be hard for the Wolf to come back now.
Yeah.
Especially with how well Disciple is actually zoning him out. This could be very, very scary. However, I would like to see him go into winter final. Not a 3-stock. But I would like to see Disciple go into winter final because I don't know who the next person will be playing from losers final will be. And I want to see how Disciple can play up against somebody that possibly could even be more keep out than Simon. It would definitely be almost like a war of attrition almost.
Absolutely. I'm trying to see who. So if Luki were to drop down to the losers bracket, he'd be facing Gummi, who has already made it to the losers final. And I have not had the pleasure really of seeing which character Gummi has been playing with all night. He is also one of the newcomers to the virtual reload weekly Smash events here at Pinky's Revenge in Taylor, South Carolina.
A little hiccup in the stream, or at least on my end. So far, it seems as though, so from what I can tell, the Wolf is definitely at a disadvantage in this situation because the Wolf, oh wow, he's hanging on the ledge. But the Wolf definitely is able to, there it is. So he's at a massive life disadvantage, but the stocks are now even. All Simon needs to do is get a really lucky kill hit in, and then it's game over. However, it seems as though this Wolf is definitely holding on to what his strengths are as a character.
Oh, and there it is.
Oh, there's the fly swat. All right, and then that's going to be 1-3. Oh, the nice little GG hug. That's a good one. That's a good friendly bow. I'm glad to see it. That's always wholesome. So it seems as though Disciple is going to be moving on to grand final. Now let's go ahead and transition to the winner final. Or, loser final, my bad.
Let's see if we can get a word with Disciple real quick.
All right, sure thing.
So, Disciple, this is going to be your first time in the grand finale for the Virtual Reload Weekly Smashes.
Yes, for Pinky's Revenge and for any offline tournament.
Really?
Yeah.
How about that?
Mainly a Wi-Fi player for a while, but of course, it's not as good online.
Yeah. So what do you think you owe your success to tonight?
Salt.
Salt?
Salt. You get salty, and then you get the grind, and then you get better.
There you go.
He's
absolutely you hear that,
right.
Simon players? Don't give up. Just grind. Grind it out, and you can beat a Fox or a Wolf as good as Luki. How do you think Luki did tonight?
It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I think he's better than me, but recently I had looked up a bunch of T3 Dom. He's the best Belmont player. I looked up a bunch of his guides on Belmont and stuff, and I learned a bunch of stuff that I was doing wrong. So I tried to implement that. And Luki's almost hardwired to play me a specific way. We played each other so much. So when I mix it up, it's just super different. Super different.
Gotcha. So using a little bit of your own insider knowledge about how Luki plays and then use it against him.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. You think you're going to get lucky by doing that again next time? Say he meets you in the grand finals. Are you going to continue your strategy?
I'll get Luki by doing that again.
You'll get Luki. There you go. Great job.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right. So,
I just looked at chat. So one of the viewers that's currently in our channel right now is one of the people that I feature in one of my streams, Bless Salt Lord. Whatever he heard, the shout out goes to Salt. I'm pretty sure he thought he was talking about him.
There you go. Thank you so much for joining us on the stream tonight. And that was definitely a shout out for you. I'm just going to speak about it seconds.
Okay, so far, the losers finals is about to start. So we have Gummi, who's going to be playing Chrom. Oh, I really like Chrom. Roy and Chrom are my current mains in Smash. So this is definitely, I want to see a good Chrom gameplay. I want to see Chrom shine. Chrom is one of the very few characters that even the slightest mess up will cost you the game. But if you play it absolutely perfectly, Chrom is one of the best characters in the game.
So he's a very high risk, high reward player?
Well, it's because his recovery is one of the most predictable in the entire game. He just goes straight up and then straight down. And if anybody can make sure that he stays away, like that move right there is his recovery. So if he messes that up, somebody could catch him and knock him out of the recovery and possibly keep him off stage even longer, which is not where you want to be with Chrom. Chrom is very rush down, very aggressive, very combo based. He wants to make the opponent scared, not only with the constant flurry of attacks, combos, and making sure that the opponent is constantly in a disadvantageous position, but with Chrom, you also want to make sure that you can keep the opponent out of range, because with Fox, for instance, in this, but there goes Chrom. But in Fox, in instance, his attacks are all attached to his body. It's his limbs, his fists, his legs, everything. Chrom has a sword, so he has a little bit of a safe spot that he can hide upon with that sword that gives him just that little bit of extra reach of safe space.
Gotcha. Well, if Gummi does make it to the grand finals, then the Gummi versus Disciple will be a repeat of winner's quarterfinal, where Disciple took the match 2-1.
This will definitely be something interesting, especially considering with how Luki played Fox was very similar to the way how you're supposed to play Chrom, with a level of safety, but also making sure the opponent can constantly be under a flurry of slashes and other moves. It might not be too different from what we saw in Winners Finals, ironically enough. However, because the difference between Fox and Chrom has a sword to give him a little bit more extra reach and safeness, versus Fox being all in and constantly using limbs to be able to attack, such as Captain Falcon, there might actually be a little bit more safety with Chrom's game plan against but he gets a guard. Yeah, he's done. He's done for. The shield break causes the stun, but who knows? If Gummi does make it to grand final, he might actually be able to take this, because he has just that tiny little bit of safety with the sword. And that little bit is all you really need, especially against certain characters like Simon, where if you get in close against him, he's not going to be able to cover for it, which is what Chrom is good at, making sure that he can get in and stay in.
Very sticky.
He's a very sticky character. He has a very sticky offense. When he's in and he can keep himself in, he can really do some damage, and it racks up over time. Some characters that are very rushdown heavy, such as Fox, have problems with damage, but not with that up smash into a 1-0 situation here. This is definitely going to be interesting. Fox definitely has a large flurry of attacks that he can constantly do it anytime he wants, but they do less damage than single hits from Chrom. Even less than Roy, but definitely more consistent.
I
Roy
can
and
tell you
Crom
that,
basically are the same character besides two little factors. Roy has a sweet spot at his hilt that does more damage than the tip of his sword, and their up Bs are different.
Well, Loopy is definitely playing angry.
One way that Crom could, in a way, kind of maybe beat the Fox, at least this Fox playstyle in particular, is to kind of zone him out with his sword. Make it so that Fox has to approach, but then keeping him away with the sword until he can get a nice combo started. However, there's a little bit of a combo. There's the up B. This is definitely. This is a little bit more of a chance. Oh, with the back air going for a kill. Oh, it seems as though this is actually going in Gummi's favor now. Gummi now with the stock lead. Let's see how he's able to hold on to it. If he can hold on to it. He's getting a few little small mini combos against the Fox. That's definitely a good sign for the Crom. However, the Fox is racking up more and more damage and keeping him on his toes. You don't really want to be in the air against Fox because he can keep you up there so long you're writing love letters to the ground. Crom is definitely keeping up the pressure against the Fox.
Seeing a lot of sword play.
Yes, it is. Any comments so far on the match so far on your end? You there, Evan?
I hate to see it. Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, now I can.
Oh, okay.
It was a little
I
bit
just
quiet.
need to get into the mic a little bit more.
That's fair.
3-1.
Yeah, so far it is a 3-1 situation. I think the Crom's trying to go for an off stage kill, like a little bit unsportsmanlike, but if it gets the job done, job done.
Nice. If it gets the job done, 2-1.
Yeah. I was playing not too long ago with one of my streaming partners who decided to do that, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna have fun anymore. It's time to win. But so far, this is definitely going in Gummi's favor now. It seems like a total opposite type game from last round. It could definitely lead into a Game 5 situation.
Now, the best players can adjust between games.
Oh, absolutely.
To stay in the tournament.
He's not done. Oh, the disrespect against the stage.
Disrespect.
That was good, but man, he didn't have to do it to him like that.
He didn't.
He was dead.
He didn't have to do it to him like that.
He didn't have to do it to him like that.
Oh, yeah.
He was already dead. That recovery wasn't going to get back. He just wanted to make sure he knew.
Well, I guess a season
another
player
cows.
would be, I don't know. You never know. Let's see if there's going to be another change up in character here.
Maybe.
So it's opting for the Pokemon now.
All right. So far we're at a 1-1 situation. Do you have any bets on who you think is going to win so far? With how this is seeming to be kind of an even matchup against these two so far in terms of skill.
You know, I would never count out Luffy, especially after the performance that he put together last week. And the fact that he has some versatility that he can reach into his back pocket and pull a wolf out of nowhere in order to win the best of 5. Gummi is to me anyway, an improving commodity since this is his first night at the weekly virtual Smash events. I would love to find out from you, has he changed up his play style at all from the first game? Is he trying to introduce new moves?
Well, when it comes down to the playstyle of Gummi definitely changed up a little bit more of his playstyle. So I think what he did, I could be wrong on this, but what I think he did was whenever he saw that the Fox was going for more of an aggressive approach, he started using more of his sword instead of a way to, influence combos unless he had the advantage of it to keep him out and play spacing like he just did to get that kill. So instead of taking more of a direct approach and rushing him down and constantly trying to damage the Fox, he instead decided to use it to keep him away, which is more of a Lucina strat, but definitely can be effective if used correctly on Crom. And Roy, for that matter. But
Gotcha. So have
I'm
you seen him
also
make any of
very
those?
nervous to see if Gummi wins, because you know what that means? It means we're most likely going to see a wolf.
Right, absolutely. So, what do you think of the strategy there, leading with the fox and then turning to wolf when Luki needs
What was
to
that?
run? What do you think about Luki's strategy of starting with the
Luki's-
fox and moving to the wolf when he needs a win?
It's an interesting one, but it can definitely provide a lot of benefit if used properly, because if you switch characters at a certain point throughout the set to somebody that maybe they haven't practiced against, or at least know how you play with, once again, Fox and Wolf are different in their own respective right. So where Gummi could be focusing more on a zoning strategy, that would not work against a Wolf. If anything, you want to rush down the Wolf in a way that doesn't make it predictable. So him switching to Wolf after this could, if anything, probably solidify him the round. So far it's a 1-1 though, but Luki still has a life disadvantage. So we could very easily be seeing the Wolf come out. Force smash clips him. Let's see. Can he keep up the momentum and make sure the Fox doesn't get back safely? No, he gets back, but can he keep him there? If he keeps the Crom off stage, the Crom's beyond dead.
Some good usage of shields here.
Yeah, you got to make sure that they can keep an eye on the shields. However, with how much they're shielding, I feel as though one of them should go for some sort of shield break option, such as Crom neutral B to at least almost break it, or the up B with Firefox to be able to keep him inside of a nice little pressure position. But the back air is going to get the kill against Luki. So far, Luki 1, Gummi 2. Let's see, are we going to see that wolf?
It's go time. Luki just said it's go time. I think it's coming out.
Here we go.
I feel with all the shields back and forth at the end of that last match that they were both playing a little scared to lose rather than trying to go for the win.
I don't blame him. Whenever things get like super stressed. Oh, we're going with a Palutena, not a wolf. Oh, same strategy, different character.
Okay.
Palutena has been regarded for a very long time as the best character in the game. I both agree and disagree with this, but
okay.
Palutena it's more, how would I describe it? With like how Wolf uses his projectiles to be able to make sure the character is in a disadvantageous position at pretty much every point in the game. All of Palutena's moves are basically to do the same thing. However, never mind. Luki is trying to space out Gummi quite a bit, and it's not entirely working. So remember how Simon played with all those projectiles and such?
Yes.
That's the same strategy you want to approach Palutena with. She has a crazy amount of projectiles that she can use. However, she has to make sure that she can keep the opponent away, because if the Crom gets in like this, she's going to lose stocks just like that. Yep, there it is, the back air. Gummi is tearing him apart.
Yeah, a desperation move on the part of Luki. I have not seen him utilize his character in all the weeks that he's been here, and perhaps...
He just wanted to surprise us a bit. If Palutena really is one of the best characters in the game, it's hard to really lose as her unless the opponent is just always on your toes. It's once again with Palutena, it's not a matter of you have to beat the character, you have to beat the player. But it seems though Luki is not very good when it comes down to the zoning aspect of Palutena, so that allows Gummi to get in against the Palutena with very, very high amounts of consistency.
Indeed, I feel like they're a little too close.
Oh, absolutely. I find it funny that the story that she's from is Kid Icarus, but it seems as though Luki's flying a little too close to the sun.
Nice play. Good pull there.
Oh no, Luki! And that's unfortunate.
Gummi takes it 3-1. with Prom.
That was
so
good.
we're going to have a repeat of the winners quarterfinal, Disciple
Yep.
and Gummi.
All right. Disciple
but-
and Gummi. Gummi's coming back for the title.
Lukey
Can
has
he
nothing
do
to
it?
be ashamed of, though. He's making it to the top 3 in the virtual relay Rematch Smash event. Great showing. Very skilled Star Fox Wolf player. I think it's something that Disciple had mentioned after his win against Lukey, where he was able to get Lukey on tilt a little bit. I think that's what we may have seen come to pass on that last stage, pulling out the new character and then coming up short.
Oh, Roy versus Simon. Now, as somebody coming from a personal bias on this, I would love to see the Roy win.
Yep.
But that's just my bias showing. However, we do need to change the title from Lukey Gummi to Disciple Gummi. But this is going to be interesting. So Roy is very, very difficult to keep out. If the Roy is able to maneuver around Simon's projectiles, getting in will be no issue whatsoever. However, having said that, the Simon can easily keep Roy out because Roy doesn't really have too many good approach moves except for maybe forward tilt or maybe a few dash attack moves. The Roy is really good on getting in, but he doesn't have any projectiles of his own, so he can't zone out Simon just as he can for Roy.
You see Disciple taking a lot of damage so far.
No, there it goes. It's all gone now. But again, there goes the stock as well. If we can, Roy and Crom suffer from one of the same weaknesses, in which case their recovery is very poor. So if Disciple can keep Roy off of the stage, he can definitely put in a lot of hurt against Gummi. Disciple is definitely, it's a little bit more on the even side now. Disciple is definitely keeping a little bit more cautiousness with his projectiles, but I definitely feel as though the Roy is definitely laying down a lot more hurt. Oh no! Yeah, he ain't getting back from that one. That is what you hate to see. You hate to see whatever they just. You hate to seeing Simon go that far off a cliff, especially when he's doing that well at keeping the zoning out. Gummi might actually turn this whole thing around. This is definitely interesting.
It may be worth the 2.5 hour drive from Tennessee.
maybe. There we go. Keeping up the pressure against. Little hit on the lock. Oh.
You hear the wailing and gnashing of teeth in the background.
Yeah. They're trading blows, but it seems as though they're missing most of them. Oh, the counter! Not gonna kill, but definitely gonna put him in a bad position against the Roy. Oh no! The Roy is keeping up with. Oh no! Misses the recovery. Gummi's gonna take that one. That was good.
Goes to Gummi. So why the switch up from Crom to Roy?
Well, against Simon, I don't know if he was playing Simon before and knew who he's going to be going up against super well, but the main reason why I can think of is that Roy has a little bit better of a recovery to be able to go off stage and make sure that Simon stays dead, whereas with the Crom, he can't go off stage hardly at all.
Well, again, these two have met earlier tonight.
That is true. But what are they playing? Same characters. All right, we have Disciple versus Gummi again. Same characters, different battle. This one actually might work out in Disciple's favor now with the more platforms being able to cover more of his options. Because Disciple can definitely make sure that the projectiles cover areas that the Roy can't immediately get to. But that is going to be a lost stock. There it is. Gummi's starting to exploit Simon's number one weakness, his poor recovery. However, the Roy needs to be careful because his recovery isn't too much better.
Well, if you're pulling for Roy, I'm pulling for Simon. And it's mostly because
I don't
of
blame
what
you.
Disciple said earlier in the night. I really appreciate that. He had said that between week 4 and week 5, he had gone and gotten some additional help on his game, which is something that
Yes.
Virtual Reload as a company is trying to do to help out all the gamers out there. We can provide coaching for you, virtual, in person, for your school, for your club team. Christian, you are our main Smash coach right now, so for everybody watching, go visit virtualreload.com or .gg. They both work. Sign up for a Smash session with Christian. Tell you what you're doing wrong, tell you what to work on, tell you how to do something like that.
You always want to make sure to provide yourself with a little bit of the best services. Seems as though these guys are actually doing really, really well so far. I'm actually very impressed with how well they're doing. The back air. Man, Gummi came back with a vengeance. I'm actually really, really happy to see this. I love seeing these things where it's like they fight before and then he comes back to be able to finish it in grand finals. Always those nice little, while they're not necessarily the most significant, they definitely help with like a little bit of a fun type of tournament lore going on.
Absolutely. A little bit of payback.
Yes. Oh, he got the read on the roll.
In the winner's semifinal.
Oh, I think Disciple might have just given Gummi a way to get right back to the stage. So while he didn't get to kill him, he might have actually saved Gummi in the process. Disciple's definitely at a health disadvantage. Not gonna kill. Oh, but that will. Man, this Gummi is insane off stage. This is great to see you. This is great. This is a really good match. So far, though, that would be a 2 for Gummi, 0 for Disciple. So one more will solidify Gummi within the first round.
Disciple scratching his chin, wondering what he has to do.
Are we? So we're gonna do a repeat, like after Gummi wins. Evan?
Yep. No, we're checking the Smash GG bracket now.
All right.
If Gummi wins from the losers bracket, they're gonna run it back again.
Yep.
He won the first 2.
Man, Disciple is... So, wait, did Disciple win last time?
Disciple won in their initial match in the winner's semifinal.
I wonder what happened. Do you think it's tournament stress? Or do you think Gummi is just coming back with a nice vengeance going on?
I think that Gummi has definitely shown that he's got the tournament experience. I don't think this is his first rodeo. So
maybe not. Oh, almost goes for a kill, but he misses the up B. Gummi now keeping center stage, making sure that Simon's in a bad spot, and that's why, folks, you want to make sure that Simon ain't gonna get back to the center. The center is Simon's safe zone. The very second you get him out of it, you're gonna see some really desperate measures to get it back.
I feel bad for Disciple. I think he came here tonight with one goal in mind, which was to make it all the way with Simon, and if he can't figure out Gummi.
In all honesty, when it comes down to the manner of Disciple, I'm actually more impressed that he made it this far with a Simon. So even if he was to lose right now, at least it's understandable because Roy is a much stronger character than Simon is. But the fact that Disciple was able to make it to grand finals with a Simon against characters or against players that are just this good is so impressive.
So impressive, indeed. Yeah.
Definitely adding some more pressure. I don't think it's going to be a 3-stock, but I definitely think Gummi's going to get this one.
I mean, he's close.
Come on. Come on, Gummi. What you got? Let's see what. Let's show the people at home what you got as a Roy main. Oh, he's not dead yet. Oh, Gummi on the very tip of that recovery. Oh, can he? Oh, he's playing the ledge game.
One lucky axe. Come on.
One lucky axe, but also one lucky swing. Both are going to be in a very disadvantageous position. There it is. I was literally just about to say that because Roy has incredibly powerful damage and kill potential, especially if he gets in close. Man, that was a good. Now it's going to be one more match, or round, should I say, against Disciple and Gummi to the best of 3 to determine who the true champion
Best
of this
of
tournament is
5.
going to be. Oh, it is best of 5. My bad.
It is best of 5.
So do you think Disciple's going to change, or do you think he's going to stay true with Simon? They're
can't give it
both
up.
doing the same. Do you think that there's going to be any change if Gummi loses?
You mean if Disciple loses and they have to run it back?
No. I'm saying if Gummi loses this, do you think he'll change characters? Because Disciple is shown true to Simon, but the question is, will Gummi stay true to Roy?
Not sure. I mean, this is the first time we've seen, or this first series of Gummi playing with Roy. He played Crom last time, perhaps. Although I don't know if he's going to be desperate enough.
It seems as though he has a really good grip on Swordfire, so we might actually be able to see like a Martha or Lucina coming along here, even though they have more of a defensive style. But at first, whenever I was looking at this match at first, it seems as though Disciple was actually getting some really good positions against the Roy, but Roy's definitely proving that he can, turn the tide at any moment. No life lead is safe from a good Roy.
Do you think that Disciple might be playing Tilt a little bit?
Oh, maybe. I can definitely say Disciple is more than likely tilted. It's all in good. Ooh. Disciple gets the kill. Tilt
and
is
the
one
answer.
of the. Yep. And then there it goes. Back to an even game. However, one thing that I do like about the tilt aspect when it comes to tournaments is with tilt, it brings out the best and the worst in every player, because there's some things in tilt that you might be too angry to really cloud to see. But however, it gives you one of the very strong things in fighting game or any tournament that would provide the biggest benefit, and that's motivation to win. Oh no, he missed the grab.
That bell that you heard, all you viewers at home, is last call at Pinky's Revenge. If you're watching from Pinky's and you want one last drink, you better go and see what.
So that was like a lunch bell almost. Oh, come on.
But speaking of Cloud,
take
I
off
think I heard
that last
you drop
stock. There it is. Woohoo! Back to an even game. Who do you think's gonna get this last stock?
Whoever wants it more. Who wants it the most?
At this point in time, I think they both want it about equal, but gosh, it's gonna be definitely interesting to see who's gonna try the hardest for it. It's definitely a close match, so desperate times call for desperate measures in this case. I'm just wondering what the desperate measures will be on both players' end.
Some good upstrokes. Disciple living life on the edge. He's right there.
He is keeping a nice comfort zone in the center of the stage. That's definitely where you want to be with Simon. Roy is making sure though that he is not even safe in his safe zone. Oh, Gummi. Gummi might actually lose this one.
Oh no. Disciple is winning the damage. Battle of attrition, right?
At this point, you're right. Oh no!
There it is!
There it is! Disciple gets a 1 against Gummi.
This call it a comeback.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe Disciple was faking the first one so that he could get the remake. Make it a lot more interesting on that last round.
Yellow Jacket wants to know what the bracket looks like. It's these two players for the rest of the night.
It's just these two guys now.
Yeah. So Gummi has made his way back from the losers bracket. If he wins, then we're going to run it back. If Disciple wins, he wins from the winners bracket.
Well, I mean, Gummi, this is the rerun.
Is it?
Yeah, because Gummi just won 3 in a row.
Oh, you're right.
This is the rerun. I don't even get to see the chart right out of this.
Sorry. I got so excited. It's about all this action, the flashing lights and the swords.
It's super hype. Let me just call it that. Man,
Christian, I'm sure you know this about me, but I am a dad. I have a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old. Most of what goes on in my house is Paw Patrol and Blue's Clues. I don't get to see this level of action very often.
Fair enough. I mean, you could always participate in it. I'd love to see you try and take on some of these guys. But it did seem as though
Dear
Gummi
God, no,
lost
no
a
one wants
stock,
to see
so
that.
this might actually be in Disciple's favor. Disciple already has one. He just needs 2 more. And he's keeping up the pressure against Gummi rather well. But, man, I'd love to see you try and fight against some of these guys. It would be
You know what?
blissful treat.
I will take on, if somebody wants to stay here after this is over, I will take on the winner. And
That'd be great.
for the content.
For
Twitch stream,
content,
chat.
yeah. Mhm, yeah.
Chad, make it known right now. Do you want to let me try? I have no idea what any of the moves are.
Yeah, that's the
I'm
best
going to be
part.
smashing buttons the whole time.
Hey, I have one friend that I stream Tekken with, who's in this chat right now, Yellow Jacket Karaguchi, who loves spamming moves, and he does it with some pretty good success. You might have a chance. Yeah, that's right. So call it. Anyway, it seems as though Gummi does finally get a stock against Disciple. However, he still is at a stock disadvantage. Let's
One
keep
more
this
shout
up.
out for Blessed Salt Lord.
Yeah, one more shout out for
shout out
Blessed
to you,
Salt.
sir.
Let's see.
This is quite a turn of events. The Disciple lost, what, 4 in a row with Simon? And all of a sudden pulls one out? Oh, don't. I didn't speak too soon, did I?
I don't know. It seems as though Disciple
figure
might
something out?
has like the highest chance right here because he is at a stock advantage, and it's not that Roy's at a super high percent, but it's definitely enough.
Oh, come back, come back.
If this, what's gonna happen?
What is going to happen?
Come on, Disciple.
Projectiles. Come on.
I want to see the comeback of the comeback. I want to see the comeback inception.
Ooh.
Oh, he got it!
Wow.
Nice!
Wow.
One more win for Disciple, and he takes the crown this
And
night.
Disciple says same again. They got to run it back.
Yeah.
No hesitation.
Man,
Ladies and gentlemen.
I'm very happy to see this one.
Have you ever seen a match between a Simon and a Croc? Go this far.
If Disciple wins this, like this last round, this one single last round, if he wins this,
He needs.
this will be one of the very
So many
few
guys.
moments in time. Well, this will be one of the very few moments in time where I've seen a Simon. Wait, what?
What? What just happened?
Mii fighter? He's going with the Mii fight. That's interesting. Wait, what does the Mii fighter look like? That's a. Oh, it's just standard.
Is it what?
What is he doing?
What is he doing?
He's doing the Mii fighter. Oh, this is gonna be if Disciple loses the entire tournament to a Mii fighter, this is the ultimate disrespect. That's just mean. That's not even nice.
Well, you know, Gummi has got a couple disrespectful moves.
I did mention before,
Wouldn't
desperate
put it
times
past
call
him.
for desperate measures, but this is desperate.
Wow. So,
I'm-
break it down for the folks watching at home, Christian. What is the benefits to the Mii fighter?
Well, it's not necessarily that the Mii fighter is super terrible. There are some Mii fighters like Mii Brawler that actually, just depending on how they play it, can be pretty good. But the thing is, why Mii fighters are normally regarded as not that good is because whereas all characters have specific things that provide them with strengths, such as Simon, or strengths and weaknesses, such as with Simon, for instance, he is very good at zoning out the person, making sure they can't get close.
Ooh.
Oh, offstage snipe. Nice. But he's bad up close. And like with Crom and Roy and everything, they're really good at getting up in personal, but are really bad against people that can successfully zone them out. And they're really bad against people that can cover their recovery, but can really, really apply a lot of pressure and damage very quickly. The Mii fighter is a perfect in-between, but you can also customize their moveset by personal preference, but they're right in between. They're the jack of all trades, master of literally none.
So just average across the board. So
The
let me
only
ask you
one that
this. Does the
Good.
giant oversized head of the Mii fighter come into play at all?
Yeah, because it's actually makes
It's a
it a
hitbox.
decently sized hitbox. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the smallest character in the game is by far Pichu. That's why they had to, they're like, he's very small and can do a lot of damage and has a lot of kill power, so we have to make sure that Pichu, can't be super overpowered, so they make it so all of his special attacks do damage to himself as well as the enemy.
Well, in all 5
So-
weeks of the Virtual Reload Smash events here at Pinky's Revenge, we have not seen a Pichu yet. Incineroar,
goodness.
a couple times.
I
Not a
remember
lot.
seeing an Incineroar. I remember seeing that, but I do not remember seeing a Mii Fighter, so you're probably correct on that. Mii Fighters are someone you don't see very often. If you're going to see any Mii Fighters, you're going to see it as a Mii Brawler, because Mii Brawlers,
Yep.
whereas, you know, Jack of all trades, master of none, the Mii Brawler can actually have a lot of really good advantages, because even with their, like, Falcon Kick move that they can do, their Falcon Kick is actually better than the original, or not Falcon Kick, Falcon Punch. Their Falcon Punch move is actually better than a normal Falcon Punch move, the one that's inspired from.
Blasphemy.
It's kind of sad. No, it's sad. It's sad because
It's
I really
so
like.
sad.
I really
I
like.
don't
Captain
respect
Falcon.
that.
But me, sword fighters, one you don't see very often. If you see it, I mean, they're there, of course, but you don't see them hardly ever. But
So-
the fact that the Simon is actually getting a lot of like hits off
Ooh,
against
what
the-
an axe.
Yeah, that was a really good axe. Wait. Ooh.
Come on.
Oh, Disciple. All Gummi needs to do is make sure that they can land one really, really good move. And then the Simon is more than dead. Simon's got a lot of pressure that he needs to build up now. So this is going to, if this fight is going to be won by Disciple, it's going to take a while. No!
Takes a while away from the winner's bracket with a Simon. Oh, that was amazing.
That,
Gummi,
that
the
was
standing ovation giving his opponent
that's
all the
impressive.
applause.
I'm very impressed.
Wow.
Good job. Disciple takes the tournament.
Something that you
Very
could only see on the Virtual Reload Twitch.
A Simon winning?
Or
Oh,
in
yeah,
person.
probably. True.
At Pinky's Revenge in Taylor Mill, South Carolina.
Oh, that was incredible.
Doom
was
Machine
good.
comes in with a what the actual. That's for Falcon.
Oh, hey,
That's
Doom.
on the Simon.
Hi, Doom. Doom's one of my buddies. I sent him over here to make sure that he can get a nice front row seat to everything that's going to be going on. Man, that was
Yep,
good.
again, something you can only see here. What entertainment value. Misako Dima
Yes.
says such sad when the me is better than the OG.
Yeah.
Who's he referring to as the OG there?
Captain Falcon. Because
Oh, yeah.
Captain Falcon's with the Falcon Punch. Yeah, that's what I was referring
That's so
to.
disrespectful.
I mean, because it's faster and it hits harder and safer on block. There's a lot of reasons why. It's just sad.
Can they do
Although
balance
it's
patches or
still-
something?
Huh?
Can they do a balance patch? Can they
Maybe.
fix it so that the Captain Falcon has the best Falcon Punch? Come on, man. You
I
can't
mean,
do that to that guy.
I would like that. I would much. I would
I'm here for
have a very. I would make a petition. I would actually like go on change.org and make a petition that nobody will sign, but I will still make it.
Change.org?
Basically.
Or you
I
have at
already
least
made-
one signature.
I made already. That's fair. I made a change.org thing not too long ago as a little bit of a joke to change the name of curly fries to Rotatoes. That one didn't get many signatures.
Potatoes, that's great.
I'm not kidding. I will actually send you the link.
Please,
I can prove it.
you have my vote.
Yes.
That
That's
is the
another-
hill that I will die on.
So you're
Let's
going to
see
be
if I
fighting
can get
against
a
Winners?
disciple in here for a post-game interview.
Interview?
What do you think?
Cool interview going on.
Yeah, let me flag him down. Disciple!
Disciple, get over here.
I just got an affirmative nod. We're going to do some pictures too, but
Nice.
I need to pull the champion aside. What a performance. I mean, the grind is real. Yeah, I mean, he mentioned it after his win against Luki.
This is one of the
gotta
very
do,
few
you gotta
moments you can really prove that. This is one of the very few moments that you can actually see that hard work does pay off.
Real quick. What do you have to say to all your fans out there? We
My
thought-
fans, I love you guys. Keep it up.
There were those who thought you couldn't do it with us, Simon. What do you have to say about that?
They were right.
But you did do it.
But I proved them wrong. You know? Like,
Absolutely. So you were down a couple games and had to come back from that first match against Gummi.
Yeah.
Did you change your strategy at all?
Took off my hat.
There you go.
Took off
Don't
your
wear
hat.
hats. If you're going to play Simon, don't wear hats.
Yeah, it only counts as a
Well,
hitbox.
what I can say is, I was the youngest in my family playing this game. I got beat up a bunch. Like, worst win rate by far. But like I said, it's all grind better.
You know what? The true, how's the saying go? Measure of a man is how he handles adversity.
Yeah.
And so, being the youngest in your family, coming back from 3-0 with Simon, sticking to your guns, very admirable. We all appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Go get your pictures. Go get your prize money. Great job tonight. See you next week. There goes your champion, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice. This was a very, very, very fun match. I was very happy to see a Simon pulling off what I always degree as really close to impossible.
Oh, man. Hopefully what it does is it will embolden him to go to other Smash events, not just the Virtual Reload weekly Smash events every Wednesday at Pinky's Revenge here in Taylor, South Carolina. We are also hoping to host monthlies as well. Venue, it may be here, it may be somewhere else, but we're hoping that it will be here because we really love the relationship that we have with Pinkley's. But all that said, I would love to see Disciples stick with Simon and see how far he can go in other events.
Let's see how many victories he can chain back to back.
Yellow Jacket comes in with a GG Disciple. We're all giving him GGs, right?
Good job.
Let's go. Viola Main. Wow. Thank you for coming. Doom Machine. Came back from the friggin' dead. You are right. A disciple was the true Lazarus. Hello! Oh, Bible reference. Love it. We are near the Bible Belt. Great pull, Doom Machine.
All right.
Awesome, Christian. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Again, everybody watching this stream, if you want to get better at Smash, come to virtualreload.com, find Christian's page, sign up for a coaching session, and he will get you right.
All right, thank you.
And hopefully, he'll be able to teach you how to get a Simon as far as Disciple did tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, I definitely will love to see some more Simons in some tournaments. So if I'm able to coach some more Simons of how to play this game, it would definitely be a treat.
You know what I would love to see, Christian?
What?
I'd love to see you and Disciple one-on-one.
Oh, marvelous. I knew that was going to be mentioned at some point.
You couldn't get away from it.
I'll tell you what.
Do it for the content.
I will do something interesting for the people that want to come back next time. If Disciple shows up next week and he wins the tournament again, I will go against him.
Yes. Yes, we love to see it.
That
Shout
is
it
a
out in the chat
guarantee.
right now. If you want to see
somebody clip
give us an emoji. I don't know what this is. Malverse Disciple. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Psycho Demon. Please. I'm right there with you.
All right.
But does he have to win? He has to win the whole thing again?
I would say he has to win because I want it to be a really good victory going on. I want to see him bring it in to make sure that he earns not only a good prize in the regards of winning a second tournament in a row, but also being able to beat me. I mean, have a nice match against me as well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, we have had, I think the maximum amount of people to show up to the weekly Virtual Reload Smash event at Pinky's Revenge in Taylor, South Carolina. I'm going to say it like that every time. Was 23. So we definitely have a lot of familiar faces that weren't able to make it out tonight. A lot of really talented players. Hopefully we're going to see them again next week, and hopefully we're going to see Disciple come up against some of those folks as well. And
I hope to see it too.
Simon does.
If I get to see a Disciple again and he wins this tournament, then he earns not only my respect, but maybe a match.
There you go.
I'll definitely give that.
So, Disciple, later on when you're watching the recording of this, which you can find on our YouTube channel, you have to win next week so that you can play Chris. I am calling you out.
Okay, lose first round. Got it.
There you go. Come on, what are you scared?
Oh, me or him?
No. him, but that's why he would lose first round.
Oh, yeah.
He's just gonna duck out.
That's fair.
No. I mean, if I was Disciple, I would definitely be watching it back, so I can see myself in all my glory.
He's gonna clip the moment that he won, so he can brag to all his friends. And I would not blame him.
I mean, it's burned in my memory.
It's burned in my memory. It's a Simon.
Yeah. You don't know. You know what? This is the resurgence of Simon.
Yes.
Simon from here on out.
Can we make that hashtag or something? Can we do that? That'd be great.
No,
right.
Roy only final destination.
Is there any in particular big things that are going to be happening throughout the week with Virtual Reload? Not necessarily involving Smash, just in general for the people at home.
Throughout this week, not necessarily, no. So we're going to see everybody again next Wednesday for week 6, the 6th week of our Smash Weeklies. We are still in communication with the Las Vegas Inferno, our professional team and partner out there in the desert. And we're planning a new tournament for them. And of course, it's not going to be for some time because we need a little bit of time in order to get everything set up and whatnot. We believe it's going to be an Apex event. We're also partnering with Boom.tv. Check out Boom.tv. They are going to be a sponsor for the next event. They're going to be providing us some API keys for the event, and we are going to get a lot of viewership through Boom, through all of our streaming channels, and check it out. Check out Boom. Check out the Las Vegas Inferno page. They're a great partner of ours, and we're really looking forward to that next event. If you are local, which I doubt anybody who's watching right now is, but we're also going to be doing some Parents' Night Out on Fridays. So there are going to be some local tournaments here in South Carolina in the upstate. If you are an adult and you want some time away from your kids who are gamers, come and find us as well. But aside from that, we don't have any big announcements that we can talk about. We have so much going on, so much coming up in the future, some really great
I'm just waiting for
partnerships
the
that we're
parent
so
versus
excited.
kid night to come along.
The what one?
I'm just waiting for a parent versus kid night to come along in the nice little meeting room.
Yes, I have been wanting to partner with The Dad Gaming for forever, since Ron and I are both the dads.
Oh, that would be great.
And we had the dad
Imagine
bots
you
to
have
prove
to
it.
play against your kids. That would be an incredible thing to see.
Yes. Just like as a tangent, I'll tell you this. We approached the local Topgolf and tried to set up a tournament series with them where it's like the dads go play Topgolf and the kids sit here and play esports. We think it's just like a perfect, partnership. But
You need to close out? Okay.
It's my money.
Somebody pulled away the attention.
But yeah, I mean, of course that just makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Best service ever at Picky's Revenge, Taylor's Mill, South Carolina. Place for me and percentage. Happy to do so every time. Christian, that is my cue. We're going to sign off.
All right.
Thank you, everybody on the stream for coming to watch our weekly Smash events. Tell your friends, and then have them tell 2 friends, and then they'll tell 2 friends, and then they'll tell 2 friends.
That's the Jack Spiders one.
Exactly.
All right. But it was a pleasure being here. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
I hope to see you next week.
Thank you so much, Christian. Thank you for bringing all of your viewers with you. One last shout out to Salt Lord. Of all the spices,
I'm pretty sure he'll talk about that.
You are the best one.
Yeah.
Salt for forever.
He just has to find his pepper.
There you go.
All right. Thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely, Christian. See you next week.
All right. See ya.
All right. Sign off.